So hey guys, it's Moody here, and this is going to be a post-World 2014 Championship kind of, I guess, recap slash couple thoughts that I felt like I kind of had to put out there. So I ended up just coming back from Worlds. It's currently Sunday, and we basically, after the closing ceremony, we took a 4-hour drive from DC back to New Jersey, and I basically slept on like half the car ride, and that's why if I seem any sort of tired, that would be why. At Worlds, I did end up managing to get one of the t-shirts, and this is what they look like this year, and on the back they have all the countries on the back, and I actually wore it today, so it's a bit wrinkled and I kind of need to wash it. But the line for the store there, let me tell you, the line for the store there, it's technically Worlds is like a 3-day event. The first day is last chance qualifiers, but they also have registration for the people that are already a part of Worlds, and then they can get on the line for the gift shop they have there, or whatever, the souvenir shop. The second day, when the shop opens to the public, that line is absolutely insane, and it has a couple, you know, the ropey things, the things that you rope off and they swivel around, and then it goes practically around the convention center, and it was crazy. So we're like, we're watching VGC, because VGC was there on the and VGC was the first thing they showed that day, so we weren't gonna get in line until like whatever, 3 or 4 when it was gonna end. So we're like, we really don't want to wait on the line because it was ridiculous, and there's no time even between like intermissions and anything for us to get on that line. So we kind of put it off until the video game part, the video game championship part was done for the day. But by then it was already, I think, 3 o'clock, about 3 o'clock. And we went to get online, and they were closed, even though they're going to stay open until 5, they're closed, so that was unfortunate. And then we ended up waking up really early the next day to try and get in, but by then, pretty much any of the World stuff, not any, but most of the World stuff was already sold out. And they only had youth, I think small, medium, and large left, so I managed to get a youth large, which I actually fit into, surprisingly, so I was really happy about that, and I actually really like this shirt. So I couldn't get a plushie or anything like I really wanted to, but I did get, like, it's in my bag, but I did get a little NK plush just to add to my collection. And for the event, I ended up bringing my huge My Loaded plushie, and I also ended up bringing Charizard Y. The last chance qualifier didn't really go as well as I'd hoped. The first time they put up the pairings, for whatever reason, like, I was paired up with someone already. It was, first off, the registration took a really long time. There was a lot of people, and then when they finally actually started it, it was originally going to start at 1. They pushed it back to 3, so when it started at 3 and they put up the pairings, we sat down, and I was sitting there for a good half hour with the guy I was going to battle. We were practically ready to battle, and then they're just like, no, we messed up the rankings, not the rankings, but the pairings somehow, and then they basically scrapped that round, and they had to repair us, like repair everyone. And at the time, my friends all got by, so I'm just sitting there like, I'm the only one, and I'm gonna be like the first one out, and I'm gonna be whatever. But they ended up redoing it. I ended up getting a bye first round, so that's basically free win right there, automatic advance to round 2, so I'm like, alright, that's fine. And then the other friends I was with, they ended up getting paired up, and Kevin made it through, but Ryan didn't. And then one of my other friends, Shizu, also made it through. And then round 2 came, and I was paired up against, it was really weird because I was paired up against like a foreign guy, and he couldn't speak English well, and I was like, yeah, hi, awkward, good game. I mean, I don't really know. It was really weird trying to talk to someone who didn't really understand English well, but it was cool. We both were just like, yeah, good game, good luck, all that other, you know, normal whatever shit that happens in the beginning of a battle. And the first battle ended up going really well for me because I ended up winning. I think it was like 3-0. Second battle ended up going poorly because I got heat wave misses and I got flinched with rock slide, so that wasn't fun at all. And then the third game was really honestly heartbreaking because I don't know, I built this team that I actually I didn't build it, but like I altered it now to where I actually really like it. But I got this team from a friend like super last minute because my whole August and a lot of like the past month was just so full to where I haven't even done like as much preparation as I really would have liked, and if I did more then it definitely would have prepared me better for the event. So I didn't really go in with the best preparation, but I did get a team from one of my friends off of Twitter, and he's German, so that the team was Charizard, Scrafty, Heliolisk, Lapras, Venusaur, and I don't even remember the last one because Garchomp, thanks. Yeah. So, I really liked it. I liked the team except for Venusaur and Lapras. Those I honestly didn't even end up using, so I kind of replaced those slots with something else after the event, something that I liked more. So, I think if I actually had more time, because when I got the team, I basically had like less than a week to actually use it, understand it, practice, prepare, and all that other stuff. So I'm really not going in with the best, preparation, especially since the past couple months I haven't really been battling as much as I'd like. And back to the last game, I knew I had to bring Mega Venusaur because he had Amoonguss, and I'm just like, I don't want to get, Amoonguss was really going to give me problems, but I just ended up getting critted first turn and already lost Venusaur, so the rest of the battle was super hard for me. I had two of my Pokemon to put to sleep. I made it through the sleep, broke out of the sleep to actually start making a comeback, but the guy I was battling just ended up going for the rock slide flinches, which actually ended up happening, and that's how I lost. So it was really one of the worst ways to lose, because it was like my Scrafty against the Tyranitar, which could have easily done a lot of damage, gotten health back, and an Amoonguss, which really couldn't do much to me except spore me. But what he was doing was Rage Powder, going for Rock Slide with Tyranitar to try and flinch me, and it ended up working I think 3 times in a row, and at that point I was already dead, and it was really heartbreaking and annoying because the chance of that happening is very, very slim, but it did happen. But in the end, even though that ended up going poorly for me, it's not like I wasn't going to enjoy the rest of the event. So I think the greatest and most rewarding part of the event happened to be all the fans I met, and then a couple of them I actually ended up sticking around with and hanging around with, which honestly was the better part of my day. So apart from actually watching the matches themselves, which was it was a great experience to watch it in person as opposed to like the stream they had, because I was originally going to go to Nationals and just compete for fun and then just watch all the matches, because that was just whatever. Watching it in person was really fun, because the first time around when I went to Nationals I wasn't really as into it. I kind of went there to hang out with my friends, not actually watch the matches. So the time when I was going to go this year to watch Nationals, it was going to be for both, so it would have been a different experience. So technically this is the first experience that I had in which I was going to actually watch and enjoy the games, because when I went last time to Nationals to watch and spectate or whatever, I didn't really I wasn't really like as into the game, so it was really nice to watch it in person as opposed to stream like I did the Nationals this year, which it's a whole different experience. It's a whole different experience just having the whole crowd just cheer for one person or one thing, having the whole crowd react to each and every move that's being played, whether it's just hacks that happens or whether it's someone outplaying someone else. It's a really nice experience to actually do it in person, and even though I didn't do well in LCQ or whatever, the main reason I really was going was to spectate and enjoy the time that I had there with my friends, which honestly ended up paying off. And I met a lot more people that I actually expected to meet, because I kind of founded my channel on singles, so I figured if I'm put in a VGC environment, I'm not gonna exactly run into like a huge abundance of fans, but I actually ran into a good amount. Like when we were waiting on the LCQ line to confirm our registrations, I already met 2 people, and then we kind of ended up like chilling on the line with them, which was a lot of fun, and talking to them. And then it's kind of like you see these faces around for the rest of the weekend, so you're like hi, and you get to like casually talk to them. And the other downtime that usually happens was like between matches, or like I had to charge my things at some point. So it was really cool but like being able to talk to fans that were outside of the United States. Like that was really cool to me. Like I met one of these guys, and his name was Mattias, or I'm probably butchering his name, and I feel awful for it, but he's from Germany, and I talked to him for a bit, and apparently he, I think, top 8'd the Worlds last year, and I'm like, wow. I'm just like, I feel like you're flattered meeting me, but I am like a lot more flattered to meet you, because I have so much respect and so much admiration towards the people at Worlds who are just able to go in there, especially battle on stage in front of a ton of people, because that must be the most nerve-wracking experience. Because me just sitting in last LCQ there, and I was like shaking, and like I really wanted to calm down my nerves, and it's kind of like, I'm sure as you go along in the event it gets better, but like still I have so much admiration for everyone that just goes through that, because really I can't imagine what it would be like. Hopefully one day I'll get there, but I'm not anywhere close to there. But yeah, so I really enjoyed talking to him, and it was I don't know what it is, but like having people that actually fly out from different countries to this one event, like the only reason I was there was because it was relatively close to me, where it was like a 4 or 5 hour drive, and you have people flying 16 hours across the country to go to this event, just to attend this event, and still enjoy themselves and have fun, even if they ended up losing or whatever, because that's really the whole purpose of this, is just to have fun and enjoy everyone else's company. And seeing that, and seeing how much unity the VGC community ended up having at the event, and how well like everyone got along, how everyone respected each other, and how it just strengthens the community to actually have these in-person events. It's just amazing, because that's one of the things that I always ended up kind of disliking about singles, is the lack of public events that we could go to. And if you've followed me at all for like the last 4, I think my channel is on like 5 years of being old now. 5 years is a huge chunk of time. Like I just realized this like literally over the weekend, that my channel I think is like 5 years old now. Like from August 5th it's been like 5 years old. So, and just that thought is crazy. And then back to what I was saying, singles and the Smogon community does not have public events. It's an unofficial, what do you call it? It's an unofficial metagame, and they don't have public events unless they are organized by parties that aren't the official Pokemon company or Nintendo company. So back in the day there used to be PMP, and I was a part of it with like organizing events in the New Jersey area, pretty much New Jersey and New York area. And attending those events and actually having tournaments in person and having that feeling of battling someone in person was really one of the greatest feelings, and one of the reasons why I was so into the singles metagame at that time. And once that kind of died out is the reason why I started losing interest, because losing that that just public tournament, public event aspect of it really doesn't interest you or bring you into the game as much. So that's one thing that I really enjoy about VGC, and that's the one thing that I'm probably going to slightly alter my channel with in going forward, is that I'm probably going to be focusing more towards VGC than the singles metagame. I haven't even been playing OU lately, and even though I still enjoy it, I just tend to enjoy VGC a lot more, and not only for the public tournament, whatever, environment of it, but also just because of the metagame itself and just the whole amount of thought process and everything that goes into every single part of it, whether it's EV spreads to survive certain things, or just the fact that you have to predict 2 Pokemon and whatnot. I just found VGC a lot more enticing, especially after this event. It just really made me realize how much I miss going to public events, and now that there are premier events on top of basically the locals, regionals, nationals, and worlds, it just is probably going to make me focus my channel more on VGC than anything else in the upcoming year. So yeah, that's why I'm probably going to end up focusing my channel more towards VGC in the upcoming year. Mainly to better myself and try and just get involved in more public events, pretty much. So between, you know, all the VGC events they have, whether it's locals, nationals, and everything else, there are a lot of events, and it's a lot more fulfilling when I get to attend them and get to experience them in person than it ever has been for me to just play singles on Wi-Fi with someone, because honestly it's not really stimulating enough for me anymore. And it's not like I'm going to completely quit, you know, playing singles, because I still enjoy certain tiers such as Little Cup and Noobers, but I just found a lot more interest in participating in the VGC metagame, and I am nowhere near being able to just be as good as anyone that's ever just even been in nationals or the actual regionals they have here. But ultimately my goal is to get there, and get there little by little, and hopefully I can accomplish a good amount of that within a year. And like I said, it might not be everyone's favorite metagame, but it's definitely something that if you haven't ever tried, you should definitely try out. It's ever changing, even without any ban list. Just the fact that you see something top or do really well in a tournament is enough for the whole metagame to change, just based around maybe one Pokemon a certain person used. So even without a ban list, it's still an ever-changing metagame, and a lot of people think there really isn't variety in it, but it really just depends on the players, because you don't really see the variety, or you really don't see the changes unless you're actually playing through the metagame over the course of like a year or something itself. Even in the last couple months, I've seen it change a crap ton, especially just based on what you see at tournaments when you attend them. So that's me rambling on what I just plan to accomplish in the next year, and it's a lot of work, but it's something that I really think I'm going to stay committed to, because I just found a lot of enjoyment in it, and I have a lot of admiration towards everyone that actually did participate in Worlds this year and just ever. And really, the only downside is that the people that actually do really well just have high expectations of everyone else, like their fan base, and that's really the only downside of it. But it's really nice just always have that challenge. You're never gonna win in every game, and ultimately I want to better myself, because I know I can get there, and I know that I'm going to enjoy this metagame more than anything, really, just based on the fact that they have tournaments. Because like I said, singles really without tournaments, it just isn't as stimulating for me, and Wi-Fi battles just don't really entice me to try and really better myself or even make teams. So that's that. That's a huge ramble about that. But other than that, the other most rewarding experience was just I had a couple people come up to me and want me to sign things. That's always been a great thing to experience, that someone actually wants you to sign anything of theirs. Is just like the first or second VGC regional event I attended back, like I think 3 years ago, was in Secaucus, New Jersey, and I remember specifically, and this was only when I had like 1,000 or 2,000 subs, one person did come up to me and they actually wanted me to sign their DS, like their 3DS, I think. I don't even remember if it was a 3DS or a DS Lite, but like just that feeling is really, especially something so expensive. I honestly felt like I was ruining it, but having someone honestly value your signature that much, I mean, it's not weird, but it's a really rewarding feeling, I guess. Even though I guess you don't really do much but provide entertainment, it's really nice to have people notice you. It's really nice to have be able to make friends because of that. That's one of the things that I've really gathered through YouTube and experience, is just that it's made me less afraid of making friends and talking to people. And honestly, anyone that's ever been, you know, scared to, I guess, talk to someone like a YouTuber, try not to be. I know it takes a lot, because I'd probably be scared to do it myself, but like I appreciate every single person that has come up to me and talked to me over the weekend, whether it's to sign something, talk to me in line. Like I even hung out with a couple of the people I talked to over the good course of the event, and then a couple of them were even participants in the World's Championship, and it gave me a person that I really wanted to root for and see how they're doing. So it really made me want to see them do well. And granted that there can only be one winner, it's still nice to really root for someone and have someone that. So yeah, it's really rewarding to have people who know you and notice you, just based on just YouTube videos from around the world at that. Just the whole YouTube thing in general is a really life-changing thing, and every single day I am very appreciative for how many fans I have and everyone that talks to me. I always say this all the time. I really do love you guys, because it's been the most life-changing experience that I've gone through, and that's why I really don't think I'm ever going to quit doing this, because every single day that I do, it's all the more rewarding, and I honestly mean that. So, and I do apologize if I seemed awkward to anyone, or just quiet, or not sure what to say. It's just I haven't actually had like fan interactions in such a long time to where I think that sometimes I'm still a bit awkward with it, because I think the last time that I actually did have people notice me, it was when I went to nationals like 3 years ago. And that was the last like big event that I went to. So it's been a while, and I'm sorry if I ever did seem awkward or tired. Like, we had to wake up at I think like 7 o'clock every day. We went to bed at like 2 or 3 at night all the time, so there's no doubt that I was like tired at some points, or just like a bit shy, because I'm still not fully used to just like talking to strangers. But I try my best, and I really appreciate everyone that did come up to me. And if you didn't get a chance to see me or meet me, I'm sorry, but I'm going to try and go to other events. Like the next event I want to go to is there's the Philadelphia Regional, and that's in October, and I'm gonna try and attend that. So there's that, and it's kind of in the area. So like I said, I'm really sorry if you didn't get to see me, and I'm really sorry if I seemed any sort of awkward, but awkward or quiet or just like weird. I don't want to seem like I didn't appreciate anyone's company or anything. I just sometimes am awkward myself, so I understand if you are too. And as always, I just appreciate everyone that did come up to me that weekend, because it really made my weekend. Every single person that did, and whether they wanted me to sign something or just like hung around to talk to me, I really appreciated it. And one other thing that I didn't get to ask a lot of people that I did talk to is, I really if I talk to you, some of you didn't give me your names, and I feel bad because I don't remember, and I don't remember every single person, but like, my recognition is like facial recognition, not like through names. But if I talked to you and saw you and hung out with you, then if there's like, if you want to comment and let me know that I did, or if there's any like Twitter that you can link me to that you have or something, I'd really appreciate that, because there are some people that I really didn't get a chance to get like some sort of like contact information, because I really want to like still talk to you guys, because some of you are really awesome, and I just feel bad because I didn't get a chance to do that with everyone. So if you do have that, then please let me know. I know I got some people's Twitters, but if there's anything, like if you talk to me and there was anything that I just, like a Skype or something, then I really would appreciate it. And I just want you to know that I really had one of the best weekends ever, and I'm not completely quitting singles, I'm not quitting Smogon, I'm not quitting whatever. I'm still going to be doing those tiers, but it's just going to be a lot less, because honestly lately it just hasn't been as stimulating. It's not bad. I just want you guys to try and maybe enjoy VGC a bit more and give it a try if you are unsure of it. So it's kind of been a pretty, not life-changing, but it's been a pretty, like, it made a huge impact on my life just going to Worlds and experiencing it, and it's probably going to make a huge impact on my channel in the next coming months. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was pretty long, but I'm also gonna have a ton of pictures at the end. If you're in any of my pictures, you can always put the timestamp on and give me like some sort of contact information or something, because I really want to get to talk to some of you guys, and I don't think I really quite got any sort of contact information, whether it's a Twitter or Skype or like a username on Nugget Bridge or something. Then I would really appreciate that. And as always, I really love you guys, and I appreciate every single one of you. And I honestly had one of the greatest experiences going to Worlds, and depending on where it is next year, then maybe you'll see me again. But for now, I love you guys very, very much, and bye!